So if you look inside of your handouts, you will see that there's a big piece of paper that says shine on it. And here's what I believe, and I think it's very important that you look at what you believe. Beliefs are insidious, and they can get a hold of you if they're not good. If they're the correct belief, they can move you forward in such an amazing way. So here's my core belief. I believe every woman in here has a dream, a desire, and a destiny. It may be that you haven't looked at it lately, but it's in there. I don't think the Creator gives you a life without the destiny part. I just don't think you can separate the two. So if you think about your physical body, your physical form, where does a dream live in your physical body? Where does it live? Okay. You think in your heart? Okay. Okay. And some say the mind over here. Now, the desires in your heart and the destiny's down here. So it's dream, desire, destiny. Now here's the thing about us, is that we will have a thought. You know what I ought to do? You know what I should do? You know what I think I was born to do? I'm good at this. We have these thoughts, these dreams about things that we can do, and we have them in our head. Now, problem is, if you had a dream last night and you got up, how many of you can still remember what you dreamed? You can't. Because you've got to write it down. You've got to do some journaling. You've got to do some kind of keeping track of these dreams so that they will slip down and get in here. And that's where desire lives. So it's like, I have this idea that I want to be, a speaker. I want to start a magazine. These are my dreams. But until she writes it down and she thinks on it, will it slip into here? And then it will start to take on action. Now, once it's in here and you want it, like Johnny wanted dinosaurs, then it slips down into here. And now it is part of his fiber. It's like, this is what I'm doing. This is who I am. And that's what we want to do. We're not trying to do things. We're not thinking about doing them. They are part of us. It's who we are. This is a desire piece. So that's where we want things to slip. Now, here's what happens to people that have dreams, is that they do one of two things, and this is where they get derailed. One is they try to carry out their dream without the proper resources. Now, you're never going to have all the money you need, or all the time you need, or all the energy you need to carry out as fast as you want to. But if you will take the turtle's pace and you will diligently work at it, the time, the money, and the energy that you can resource to it will be able to get it taken out. Now, the second thing that people do, and this is the part that grieves me, is that women have this dream, this desire, this destiny, but they abandon it altogether. Who said that? Okay, why did you go,
Because I was just thinking about that the other day, is because it is so difficult. We see everything as a huge obstacle when you have that desire and that dream and you know that you have that purpose to do it. And it's like, it's just like an exasperation. And I think a lot of times we just give up. We're right before like that, before hitting gold, when you're digging and digging and digging.
That's
right
right.
before you hit gold, 7 inches from gold, or whatever that book is, and then we give up right before our dreams just explode. So yeah.
That's right. And so that's the thing, is that we've got to have that resilience that Johnny had to keep going. So here's the thing, is that you need to get resourced. So that's the whole reason we have this day, is to get resourced. Mimi's up here saying, please talk to the people in this room. Please make the connections, because this room is full of your resources, the very thing that you need. So we move through the process of moving the dream into a desire, into a destiny, and we start to work on resourcing. Now, the first thing I like to talk about is time. So you'll see on your paper that you have a lifeline that moves across here. And I do this work with every client I work with, so all 60 of you are no exception today. And so when you think about your life, you are somewhere on this lifeline. On the far left, you will see that there's an X. Now, the X on the left is the day that you popped on the planet. How many of you remember the day that you popped on the planet? Let me remind you. The day that you popped on the planet, your mother was relieved. It's a fact. And once you popped on the planet, you were a hot mess. You were all covered in all sorts of mess. And somebody whisked you away and cleaned you up and found the most pristine piece of fabric they could find and wrapped you up, held you tight, and put you in somebody's arms. You know, even if you come from great dysfunction, somebody will hold you when you're brand new like that. And so you hold the baby, right? Now, how many of you have held a brand new baby recently? I mean, this makes me cry every time I think about it. Because there is nothing better than a brand new baby. Like, her face just softened thinking about that brand new baby. And you hold the baby and you go, oh, this baby is practically perfect. This baby is packed with potential. This baby, the possibilities are endless. And that's what it was like when you popped on the planet. So what happened to you? The hard, cold glass case popped up. The obstacles popped up. You got a little attitude, right? But here's the thing. You can return to the past for only one reason, which is to pick up the things that are valuable. What I find is that women run all the way back to the past. They like to pick up all sorts of mess that does not serve them in their future. But if you can get your head wrapped around the fact that you are still packed with possibilities, potential, and there is some perfection in you, there is an expert in you. There is something about you that nobody else on the planet has. And so you go to the past to pick up those things, but then you are in the present, moving towards the future with your future self in your mind. Who and what do I really want to be? Okay? And so that's where we're headed. Now, take a moment and put an X on your lifeline. Get your pen out and think to yourself, where am I on the lifeline? Get a reality check. The way I see it, 46 down, 46 to go. 46 years. What happens in 46 years? A lot. And so if I've got 46 years to go, I can totally reinvent, redo whatever I want because I have a whole lifetime ahead of me. I can go out and I can get more knowledge. I can increase my intellectual energy. I can change my feelings, which we're going to talk about. And I can get myself in a whole new place in the next 46 years. But I have to put on the shoes. What are the shoes in the metaphor, a story for? They're a metaphor for you have to choose a new pair of shoes. And I know that's not a problem for most women in the room. And so you've got to put on your new shoes. You got to choose them every day. Because see, I can get up every day. I can put on my cruddy tennis shoes, the ones I go walk in the woods with, or I can get my high heels out. It's really what I choose on a daily basis. So we want to move out to the future. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at the quotes at the bottom of the front page. Now the first quote has a bad word in it. Now I'm cognizant that it has a bad word in it, but it's from Edna St. Vincent Millay. And Edna St. Vincent Millay was a poet and a playwright. And what Edna did is she wrote plays for us to, see what real life looks like. And in real life, do people say bad words?
Yes.
Yes, they do. Okay. So this is in there for emphasis. So in there it says, it is not true. Who'd like to finish it for me?
One damn thing after another.
Okay, stand up and do it for us again, because I like the way you shook your head. It is not true. Stand up, come on.
That life is one damn thing after another.
It is the same thing over and over again. Now here's the thing. What's the damn thing?
The obstacles.
No, it's not the obstacles.
You.
What? It's you. When you turned on the light and you looked in the mirror, you said, damn, right? Okay? And so here's the thing. It's us. We're the thing slowing us down. And so we got to get out of our own way. All right, who will read the second one for me? Second one for me, we're going to switch it up, go over to the Quaker side to redeem ourselves. Okay, read it for me, please.
Everything that happens to you is your teacher. The secret is to learn to sit at the feet of your own life and be taught by it. Everything that happens is either a blessing, which is also a lesson, or a lesson, which is also a blessing.
Okay, all right, so let's do some snaps on that one.
I like that.
Really good. So that's the truth. We go to the past only to pick up what? The lessons. That's it. That's all we pick up back there. All right, who will read the third one for me? Please.
Our inner process gives us every opportunity to learn what we need to learn. Our inner process is conservation. I was thinking conservative. Conservation minded. It continues to recycle our garbage and recycle our garbage and recycle our garbage. If we don't get the lesson in the first time around, we get another chance and another and another and another. Life gives us every opportunity to work through whatever we need to work through.
Okay. Are these quotes true?
Yes.
Are they true? Okay, now the reason why they're inserted here is because in the coaching world, we try to identify mental models. And so you can have some healthy mental models and some unhealthy mental models. And so I just want to demonstrate to you that they do exist, that we vacillate back and forth between something that is very healthy for us to believe and something very unhealthy for us to believe. And so we've got to have each other. That's why the women aspect of this is huge. I mean, do you have a girlfriend that says, "You're at it again"? Stop it. I mean, you're your own worst enemy. Stop it. And so having these relationships with women is very, very important. So if you flip your page over, you will see that there is the first part of my acronym, SHINE. And so the first thing we need to do is we need to take an opportunity to do a self-assessment. It's imperative that we understand who we are and how we are showing up, that we are looking in the mirror, turning the light on and looking in the mirror. And so you will see here that there are 3 things that create who you are and where you're comfortable. And of course, as a coach, I'm trying to take you out of the comfort zone and move you into the orange area, which is the learning zone, to wake up. And so the thing about beliefs is that we are believing things we don't even know we're believing.